The next Legend of Zelda for the Wii has not been announced yet, but some possible titles have sprung up, like Serenity's Edge. If someone knows what that means, send me a message. And from what I know, this title's a fake. You can look at the words Serenity's Edge, and the letter E is all crooked and looks like it was photoshopped in. But that's not the title I wanted to talk about. The big one is The Valley of the Flood. And even though this scene looks straight out of Final Fantasy, the logo looks pretty believable. The only problem is there's no Link in it. But that's the thing. You see, the creator of Zelda says that there's not gonna be a Link in this next one. However that's gonna work. But story-wise, this makes sense. Because if the flood is coming in this game, then its sequel is going to have a flood in it, which would be the Wind Waker. But in the Wind Waker, they say that the whole place was flooded because there was no Link to stop Ganondorf from flooding Hyrule. Well, how are we supposed to play the game if there's no Link? Well, now I'll give you my theory. And all the answers are in Twilight Princess. If the Valley of the Flood is the sequel to the Twilight Princess, then this Link would have aged to an extent where he can't stop Ganondorf when he returns. And as Link in his older form, most likely married to Ilia, Link would have to hand down his sword to someone who can fight Ganondorf for him. But who would that be? It would have to be the one person that said he always wanted to grow up and be just like Link. And that would be Colin, and at that time he would be at the right age to be able to fight Ganondorf. But for the story to make sense, Colin would have to fail, and Ganondorf would eventually flood all of Hyrule. If they actually go along with this idea, the story should be pretty interesting. This would also nicely merge the two stories of Twilight Princess and the Wind Waker. If you know another title for the next possible game, or you have a different interpretation of Valley of the Flood, let me know by leaving a comment after this video. If I come across some new information, I'll post it as a link in my description of this video. You can find that by clicking on more info to the right. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. I also make comedy video game reviews, and you can find them all at ocarinahero.googlepages.com. I'll let you know if anything else comes up about the new Legend of Zelda game.